the drama surrounding DeWanna Bonner and the Indiana Fever didn't explode all at once. It unraveled slowly, painfully, like watching a promise break in real time. She was supposed to be the steadying force, a seasoned champion walking into a franchise on the rise, one ready to make its leap. Fans imagined DeWanna Bonner as a mentor, a leader, a calming presence for Caitlin Clark, the most scrutinized rookie in WNBA history. But just 9 games into the season, Bonner disappeared. The headlines say, "Personal reasons." The footage says otherwise. And now, the Indiana Fever are finally breaking their silence. This isn't just about a veteran exiting a team. This is about what happens when leadership walks away from responsibility. It's about trust, betrayal, and the identity of a team trying to find itself under the brightest spotlight the league has ever seen. Let's rewind. In the offseason, DeWanna Bonner's arrival was seen as the final piece of a puzzle. The Fever were coming off a season of growing pains and flashes of brilliance. With Caitlin Clark inbound and the fanbase exploding, Indiana needed veterans who had been there, who understood the stakes. Bonner, with her WNBA titles, her All-Star appearances, her poise, was supposed to be that person. She said all the right things. She seemed all in. "I just want to be a piece of the puzzle," she told the media. "To pass on knowledge. To help these young players grow." She praised the chemistry, the energy, the city. Fans loved it. They bought her jersey. They saw her as a champion choosing them. A legend embracing the grind of one last great run, not chasing rings but building legacy. And for a moment, it looked real. Bonner played like someone reborn in the spotlight. Indiana became the league's hottest ticket. Bonner looked engaged, energized, even happy. She celebrated her milestone as the 3rd all-time leading scorer with emotion and pride. She smiled. She praised Clark. She gave interviews about leadership and mentorship. But then the numbers dipped. Dramatically. From nearly 17 points per game to just 7. Her shooting, ice cold. Her presence on court, muted. Something shifted, and fast. And then came the shock. She was out. Not for injury. Not for a family emergency. Not for anything the team would clarify. Just out. The official word was personal reasons. But week after week passed. Caitlin Clark returned from injury. Stephanie White came back from her own absence. Yet Bonner remained in limbo, technically on the roster, but invisible. No sideline appearances. No statements. No social media support. Just a quiet, growing absence. And fans, who had given her grace at first, started asking questions. Where was she? Was she okay? Was she ever coming back? The team gave no timeline. Reporters received vague assurances. She's doing well, they were told. Day to day. But there was no update. No footage of her rehabbing. No sign of team contact. Then the whispers began. DeWanna Bonner had scrubbed all Fever references from her social media. Her jersey was suddenly gone from the team shop. Her image, according to some fans, removed from the arena graphics. These were breadcrumbs, not confirmations. But silence breeds speculation. And in the WNBA's most scrutinized season, the story was too loud to ignore. Then came the break. Front Office Sports reported Bonner had no interest in returning to the Indiana Fever. Her preferred landing spots? Phoenix or Atlanta. Translation: not Indiana. Not now. Not ever. And the response from coach Stephanie White? Still silence. "We're focused on the group we have," she said. And that silence said everything. No one rushed to defend her. No one denied the reports. No attempt was made to offer clarity. And let's be honest, if the rumors were false, it wouldn't take more than one tweet to set the record straight. But that didn't happen. What did happen? More reports. More whispers. And one brutal, emerging truth. Bonner didn't like her role. She got benched. Replaced in the starting 5 by a younger player. And instead of leaning in, of mentoring, guiding, adapting, she walked away. No leadership. Just a cryptic disappearance and a max contract still paying her while she sat out. And that's the sting for fans. Bonner didn't just leave the court, she left the team. No locker room presence. No sideline support. No communication. And it was Clark, still recovering from injury, still adjusting to media storms, still carrying the weight of $1 billion league, who felt the void. Because leadership isn't easy. It's not about stats. It's about showing up when it's not about you. And that's where Bonner failed. She was brought in to be the calm in the storm, and when the storm came, she disappeared. Now let's be fair, no player likes being benched. Especially not a legend. Not someone who's been a franchise star. But true leadership shows up even when the spotlight dims. True leadership embraces the role that helps the team win, not the one that preserves ego. And DeWanna Bonner? She chose ego. Multiple sources confirmed she was unhappy from the start. Chemistry issues. Fit problems. And yes, whispers of off-court tension, including speculation around her partner, Alyssa Thomas, and past beef with the Indiana fanbase. Maybe that tension boiled over. Maybe she never felt welcome. But if that's the case, why sign with the team in the first place? She said she came to win. But when things got hard, she quit. And fans? They're furious. They defended her when she left. Gave her the benefit of the doubt. Worried about her. And then she posts on Instagram. Not an update. Not a heartfelt message. Just a casual upload during the team's game. It felt tone-deaf. Detached. Like someone who was already gone mentally, even if she hadn't been waived yet physically. And the fever? They finally acted. Within 24 hours of the report breaking, Bonner was gone. Waived. Released. The team didn't wait for trade value. They didn't try to salvage the narrative. They chose clarity over chaos. Subtraction over tension. And in doing so, they sent a message, not just to the league, but to their locker room. We're not here for ego. We're here to build. And now, they pivot. With Bonner off the books, the Fever gained cap flexibility. Ari McDonald has already been added, bringing speed, energy, and a gritty spark that fits the team's identity far more than a sulking veteran. Natasha Howard, Sydney Colson, they remain to provide steady leadership. But now it's aligned leadership. Bought in. Present. Focused. That's what this team needs. Because Caitlin Clark is in the fight of her life, not just physically, but emotionally. The Storm game was a low point. 0 threes made. 8 turnovers. That spark in her eye. It flickered. And losing Bonner didn't help. Should they find another veteran, or double down on youth and grit? Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what happens next in this wild WNBA season. Because trust me, the story's just getting started.